Hello, friends and neighbors. Swaggy Man Piper 1926 here. How is everybody? Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Hopefully not too many people, or nobody particularly, lost too much money on the ball game. I believe I heard a few people crying yesterday evening, or last night. But I don't really get into the anything above really college, and even then I'm not passionate. As a matter of fact, I just soon listen to a ball game on the radio as I would watching on TV. So take that for what you will. But here we are. A Savinelli Ondera. Let me see if I can attempt to pronounce it. No, that's about how I'd pronounce it. It's my pretty much straight English. Alright. Whenever I was really heavily into early morning, that's all that went in this pipe. And then I've just kind of, put just regular English in it. I don't really have many pipes dedicated like this one. But, a couple here and there surely won't hurt nothing. But, smoking a little bit of the proper English. If it'll stay lit. Well, folks, we've had a interesting, to say the least, week last week. Turns out I don't have a tap on that property, and it's going to cost me $2,000 possibly plus to put a tap on that property. And just learning all sorts of things. We're going to be out in the country, which basically simply means that anything that you would just, how am I going to say this? We're so far out that there's nothing that would be city. Okay, you can go a little far out in the country and then fall into the city. You can still get some city things, trash and water and all that jazz. Which, there is a company, a water company that takes care of that area, which is fine. I wasn't worried about that. But if I'm not mistaken, the power company changes. The internet or cable, if we're not a big TV watching, well, not like, Channel 3 or blah, 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 it's, Netflix or Hulu or, stuff like that. But that alone is going to cost us $300, I think. think that's right, $300, just to have like cable internet. I think that's what she said. It's ridiculous stuff, folks. So, and then also, sewage. I have always been around. I've never had to deal with a septic system, a septic tank, and all that stuff. So I had a small education on that, which the gentleman who came out to do that was just amazed at the ground of the high water table that we have. So we may end up paying extra on that because we need an aerator, if I'm saying that correctly, to help break everything down before it hits like the groundwater. Because there's also a well on the property too, and so help me, I'm going to use it for the garden and everything else because it don't cost no money. But got to try and keep that good too. Yeah. Gracious sakes. So, well, Saturday, one of the guys I work with, a pretty good friend of mine, said, "What are you doing today?" "Not really anything." He said, "Think you can come give me a hand? Put a little money in your pocket, fix your bite to eat," which is normally how we trade things. A little bit of work for work, slide a little money, sometimes a little liquor. It is what it is, because ain't nobody got money, or ain't nobody got a lot of money. But well, what's the deal? He said, "Well, my fence is busted, and he has 2 Great Danes, and I can't remember what kind, but some sort of shepherd dog." And he showed me the picture. Which was, I'm not a woodworker by any means. I can build some things, but that's about it. But it was a rough patch job, to say the least. And I showed it to the wife, and she says, "Oh my gosh." She says, "It looks like Carter, his son, did it, his 5-year-old son." And I told him that. And he said back, he said, "Listen, it happened at 12 at night, or 11 at night. I was already in my pajamas. The neighbor come beating the door, hitting the doorbell." He said he comes down, he picks up his 45 just in case. And his neighbor is holding a small pony of a dog. He said, "You got to hold your fence." So he had to go out and try and do it. Which that was the message. And then I read that message to her, and she's like, "Well, if that's the case, Carter probably would have done a better job." My wife is brutal. It is what it is. We knocked that stuff down. We knocked it back up. We knocked up some new pieces. It was good. Had some bratwurst on the grill with some homemade beer cheese. It's good stuff, folks. And tried some new coffee. If you all our coffee enthusiasts out there, look up Pete's. Comes in a little K-cup. I normally have a pot, but he had K-cup. Try that out. I think it was the dark roast or something like that. It's a good cup of coffee. Didn't mean to give you the full. Look for an extra video this week, folks. I'm coming down to the remnants of a tin of tobacco I'd like to talk to y'all about. Y'all take care of yourself. Remember, kindness costs us nothing.